to break up and do over with Aderonke. This is going to be part 3 of the series, and we will be answering the question, how do I start over after a breakup? And I'm glad most people want to know how to get back into the dating game. However, you see, sometimes if we don't get the right answer to some of these questions, we will still see ourselves, repeating the same mistakes, and there's going to be pattern in our relationships. And what I'm going to give to us today is not going to be a fast track. It's going to be a DIY, which is do it yourself mental exercise, right? And you're going to do this for 30 days. This is going to, so it will help you. The goal is to help you know if you are truly ready, you've healed from the past breakup, mistakes, and all of that, and you are really, really ready to start a healthy relationship. And you need to understand that to start anything healthy, you yourself have to be healthy, right? And so I'm going to run us through these exercises that I want to give to you. Is an assessment you have to do on your own, right? And at the end of the 30 days, if you need my help to help you, review the results of your responses, you can reach out to me via DM. Or if you already have a counselor, a coach, or a therapist, you can review and discuss the task with them. Right. So the first step is that you have to write out the names of everyone you've had committed relationships with, in a tabular form. You can just have like an exercise book and draw. If you have, like, maybe you dated in the past 2 people, put their names there in a tabular form. If there are 10, put their names there. And what you want to do is to reflect on all of those people you've engaged romantically with, and you want to ask yourself, like, how did this get, to a point whereby you guys are to end the relationship, right? And I would want you to look at your journey together with these people, with this, from these 3 areas. So you would grade them from the aspect of commitment. The second one, you grade them from the aspect of connection. And the third part is compatibility. So, for example, maybe it's Shegun, and okay, I was with Shegun for a year, 2 years, and all of that. So, looking at our relationship in the past, how we all started, how we both started, was there a connection? Was there commitment? Was the commitment just a one-sided thing? Was it just from me, or was it just from him? And do we have values that really aligns with each other? Are we compatible in any forms? Those are the 3 steps you have to grade your past relationship. And it will help you to see your relationship pattern. You want to see the pattern, and you go to the next person. Okay, what happened? Why did we break up? That is it. And under each of these guys or ladies that you've written down, you have to write how you feel about them, and how you feel about the breakup and the time spent together. And the second step you want to do is going to be like a daily inventory. So it's journaling, a daily inventory, and you have to ask yourself for these 30 days on a daily basis this question, right? Okay, why do you think you are ready for a commitment? Why do you think you're ready for another relationship? And in one word, you want to ask yourself. And sometimes we get answers per time. It differs. So in one word, the second question you want to ask yourself for these 30 days is, why do I desire marriage? Why do I desire marriage? And the third question is, what is marriage to you, right? And What did you learn from your previous relationships? You know, and yeah, I think that is for the second step. And the third one, you want to, I think it's very, very important because, see, this is a journey you want to really be deliberate at, right? You don't just say, I want to get back into the dating game. So you don't want to keep living in circles, moving in circles, going through, same pattern year in, year out, right? You want to do the things differently. And what can help, and if the foundation of it is not properly laid, you will still getting the same result as previous. Okay, so the second and the third steps you would want to take here to be sure if you're truly ready to get back into the dating game is you have to read three books. I'm gonna suggest three books for you. And the first one is online. You can look on YouTube, right? The power of positive thinking. The power of positive thinking. And why is that? The reason why I'm suggesting this book is to help you understand that, say, when the mind is not in the right form, there is no result you can get that will be healthy. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we need to work first on our mindset, because that is everything. Mindset is everything. So this book is going to help you. It's just going to be like a programming of your mind. It's going to reshaping your mind, and it helps the psychological aspect of your life. So you read it for information. And the second book I want to suggest is going to be Things I Wish I Had Known Before I Got Married. That's by Gary Chapman. And it helps you to know, you want to get into commitment relationship, you need to know some things ahead of time. People don't get first-hand information before they get into something. And like I've shared this quote with us by Dr. Miles Monroe, that if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So meaning that if you don't know why you want to get married, you just find yourself in something that is abnormal, right? That doesn't make any sense, and you keep blaming yourself, maybe what you did or what you didn't do. And so that book is very, very important, right? And this book is also good for people who are already in a healthy relationship or who are married. Please, let's look for this book. It's online on YouTube as well. And the third book I'm going to be suggesting to us today is going to be the book of Ephesians chapter 5. Please read it. You can start from verse 22 to 33. And at the end of these three books, you want to write a note in summary what you learned from, how does these books impact you? What are the understanding that the Holy Spirit gave to you during the time of study? And the fourth step you have to take for these 30 days will be that you have to describe the kind of home you want for yourself and with whom you want to build this home with. Describe your home. I want it has to be this house, like everything you want for the home. And I'm not talking about a building, per se. I'm talking about the lifestyle of a family you want for yourself and the partner you want to have this life with. What do they look like? You have to describe them. You use your imagination. You have it. God has given that to you. Describe them. And then, and you have to also list out the things you need to achieve this aspiration and desire. What are the attitude, the attributes and attributes that is required for you to possess that will attract these things to you. So list those things, and if you think you don't have any of this attitude, there's some things you need to work on this period, you would identify them and start working on them. Right. And then it's important we have to always look inwardly to ask ourselves some honest questions. Okay, do I really have what it takes to really get this dream partner, dream home of mine, and all of that. Be honest. If there are things you need to work on, you have time to work on it. Better work on it, pay the price on working on yourself than paying it later. Because when you have to pay it later, it's already accumulating. When it accumulates, you pay higher, you pay more than what you're supposed to pay now. So it's better you just do what you have to do now, and don't wait until when time is no longer on your side. So after these 30 days, like I said earlier, it is important to speak to a professional to help you review all your answers, and discuss it, and then they would help you to identify what you need to work on, how you need to go about it, and if truly you're ready. Please and please and please, you see, the destination, the journey of marriage is not a compulsory thing for everyone. It's an institution, so it's not necessarily like if you don't get married that you won't make heaven. No. Okay, so which is why I say, when you want to do something, do it right. It's better you do it right. That is just the point here, because there's no point starting out something, I'm ready, I have all it takes and all of that, and then you get into it and you start regretting that. A lot of people are regretting their marriage today, and even at that, some are still there living in pain. And my mission here is to help you live free, live a meaningful life. That is the goal, and I pray the Lord will help you. And I'll see us next week by God's grace. Have a beautiful weekend. Ciao, ciao.